Some creatures hide where no one dares to look. Hiding in dense woods, roaming open fields, or silently creeping into our own backyards. In today's video, you'll witness some of the most terrifying creatures that appear when you least expect them. Till now, people had only heard stories of goblins in the misty highlands of Nicaragua, but one farmer came face to face with something just like those legends.
Yo, I think we're seeing some aliens.
While checking his fields, he spotted a small, hairless creature that looked human-like, but far stranger than any person he had ever seen. On the same day, several animals from nearby farms went missing. Because of this, many viewers believe the goblin-like creature in the video could be behind the disappearances. Maybe the highlands are still home to hidden beings humans rarely see, but this farmer saw one, and now the old stories suddenly feel very real. Witchcraft.
In the mighty name of Jesus, you foul spirit, you cannot stay in this body.
A terrifying scene from Africa shocked viewers online. During a public gathering, people witnessed what they believed to be a disturbing case of witchcraft. A strange bird-like humanoid figure was seen on the ground while a pastor attempted to cast it out. Across many regions of Africa, rituals and traditional magic practices are still deeply rooted in culture, and unusual transformations or shape-shifting events are often reported during ceremonies. And this one has left many wondering, what other hidden beings walk among us?
By the blood that was shed on Calvary, I command you, come out. Lord.
Werewolf in farm. A farmer walked into his barn and found his animals lying lifeless on the ground. Not knowing what happened or who came in, he quickly checked the CCTV. The video revealed the horrifying cause, a massive wolf-like creature among them. The beast wasn't just any predator. It was a werewolf, and it had chosen that quiet barn as its hunting ground. The footage has left viewers stunned, and the farmer now fears one thing above all. What if it comes back for more? Goatman sighting. A man was driving near a cemetery at full speed when his friend accidentally recorded something unbelievable. A horned figure in a dark robe standing above a grave. It looked exactly like the legendary Goatman. By the time they realized what they had captured, they were already far from the area, too terrified to turn back. And this wasn't the first time. Back in 2021, a Ring doorbell camera caught a similar goat-headed figure approaching a house at night. 2 sightings, 1 creature, and a mystery that keeps growing. Drone watch. Sometimes, what looks like a person in the distance is something far stranger. This is what the drone caught in a field. A tall, strange figure moving between the stalks. The being had dark, fur-like skin, pointy, cat-like ears, and a long tail. As the drone hovered, the figure paused near a barn and suddenly turned its head to stare straight at the camera. It wasn't fully human.
Walking out there. It's not a stray cat.
It was a shapeshifter, caught mid-transformation, shifting back toward human form. The drone safely recorded the sighting before the figure disappeared. Now villagers are leaving in fear, worried about what might happen if it returns. Rake or alien. Paranormal investigators set up a trail camera deep inside a forest, hoping to catch signs of unusual activity. But what the camera recorded was far more disturbing than they expected. In the middle of the forest, a gray, hairless humanoid figure appeared, walking on all fours. The shape and posture closely matched the creature people call the Rake, though some believe it could also be an alien exploring the area.
Oh, whoa, what is that?
If this creature showed up once, it might still be roaming the forest right now. Faceless stalker. A man was driving his golf cart around the area when he noticed something strange standing in the distance. Curious, he turned his cart to look again and froze. A creepy figure dressed in a long black coat stood completely still. watching him. It had no face features at all, just a blank head. The moment the figure started walking toward him, the man panicked and sped away as fast as he could. Many viewers think it wasn't just a ghost, but possibly Slender Man himself. Whatever it was, it clearly didn't want him anywhere near that place. Field Watcher. A driver was passing through a lonely stretch of farmland when he noticed a tall, humanoid figure standing still in the middle of a field. The figure stared at the high-voltage power lines above, its body unnaturally thin and with no visible facial features. Locals said strange beings had been spotted near these same lines before. Many now think the power lines could be attracting something strange from beyond our world, and this figure might be one of those mysterious visitors. Authorities were called for investigation, but the creature had vanished before anyone could catch it or examine it. Forbidden Forest. While tracking in the dense forests of Brazil, a hunter encountered something that still haunts him. Near his camp, he spotted a figure among the trees. Anything but human.
¿Qué cojones es eso?
At first, he thought it was a woman. But why would anyone be alone in this forest? Frozen in place, he began recording. The creature had pitch-dark skin, a haunting face, and long, sharp nails, silently observing him. It seemed aware of his presence, issuing a warning to stay away from its territory. No words, no screams, just a chilling, unblinking stare. Terrified, the hunter immediately left, and the area is now considered off-limits. Alien discovery. In 2024, a hiker in Russia was searching the area for his lost belongings when he stumbled upon a shocking sight. On the ground lay a strange figure, unlike anything from this world. Its body was lifeless, showing no movement. The pointed ears and hollow eyes showed it had been here for several days. The discovery left everyone stunned. Some believed it was the result of a failed lab experiment abandoned long ago, while others thought it might be an alien left behind during a visit to Earth. If that were true, perhaps it couldn't survive here, leaving its fate shrouded in mystery. Hidden tribe. Not every strange encounter in the deep woods ends in fear. Sometimes it ends with a curious farewell. Tourists exploring a dense forest noticed a massive, hairy figure watching them. When they went close, the truth was quite simple. They were tribe people. Luckily, they didn't strike, but were very friendly. The tourist offered one of them food, and he ran immediately after accepting the deal. These people avoid contact, appearing only when in need. Respect the forest. Its real mysteries are the humans hidden within, not monsters. Owl or legend. A villager in a small town in Indonesia saw something unusual perched on a high branch. At first, he thought it was an owl, resting quietly. As he looked closer, he noticed glowing red eyes peeking from behind a hidden face. The villager realized it wasn't a bird at all. The reality hit him hard. It was Genderuwo, a terrifying being from Javanese folklore that could disguise itself and trick humans. After the sighting, the village fell into panic. People feared the creature's presence could bring misfortune to them. Wolfman fear. In the Chata region, a man was randomly checking his CCTV to see on his horse when he spotted something horrifying. A beast was peeking at the horse, as if it was about to hunt. Its face was unmistakably wolf-like, but it stood upright on two legs, looking exactly like the legendary Wolfman. Thankfully, the horse was safe, but the sight left a chilling thought in the man's mind. If a creature like this is roaming the area, no one nearby might be truly safe. Creepy stalker. An explorer near a forest was secretly recording an unusually tall humanoid figure with long arms. The creature looked disturbingly similar to the stories of Slender Man, but the explorer had no idea he would pay a price for filming it. After he ran, things got terrifying. No matter where he went, the figure appeared behind him, standing perfectly still, watching. In the final clip from his camera, he seems to panic and lose control over the camera before cutting out completely. What happened to him after that moment? No one knows. Only the silent figure in the trees holds the answer.
There's another one there again. What is that?
Woodland centaur. A Canadian forester captured something unbelievable deep in the woods. From far away, it looked like an ordinary horse grazing peacefully. Nothing strange at all. But when he zoomed in, everything changed. The horse appeared to have a woman's upper body where its head should have been, standing perfectly still, as if aware it was being watched. The clip spread online instantly, with many claiming it's real proof of a centaur, the half-human, half-horse creature of ancient legends. Others say it's just a strange angle or someone walking beside the animal, but the footage feels too real, too detailed, making people wonder if some mythical beings never disappeared. They just stayed hidden. Jungle Chulachaki. A local guide exploring the Amazon jungle in Peru had no idea he was being watched. Near a cave entrance, he spotted a creepy creature resting, strong hind legs, a long tail, and a snout shaped like a wild dog. Locals instantly recognized it as the Chulachaqui, a humanoid kangaroo-like being said to roam these forests for centuries. According to tribes, it can mimic human voices to confuse hunters and lure them deeper into the jungle. Some villagers even claim to see groups of these creatures guarding hidden valleys and ancient ruins. Watching this footage, one thing becomes clear. The Amazon's legends may not be legends at all. Winged horror. A family was driving on a quiet road when they noticed something very strange sitting on a tree branch. At first, they thought it was a bird, but when they got closer, they realized it was nothing like that. The creature had bat-like wings, a face shaped like a human, and legs that looked like a crab's gripping the branch tightly. For a moment, it just sat there silently, but as the family tried to take a closer look, it suddenly flew away fast, disappearing into the sky. Some people think it was a prank. Others believe it could be a real, unknown creature. If this was real, then our forests may be hiding things we were never meant to see. Forest stalker. A solo traveler was camping inside Redwood National Park in California when he set a trail camera to capture wildlife at night, but the camera recorded a different sighting. In the video, a pale figure stood near the trees. Its long, thin arms and strange body shape did not match any human. It stayed still for a moment, as if studying the camera, and then rushed toward the bushes in a fast, unnatural way. The traveler believed he had captured a skinwalker on tape. Maybe the forest showed him a truth most people never see. Faceless figure. Late one evening in a quiet town in Vermont, a neighbor saw a light inside a large house that had been closed for years. Curious, he zoomed in with his phone camera. The footage revealed a tall, sleek black figure standing completely still. It had no face, just a dark, empty space where features should be. The neighbor instantly recognized it as a Slender Man. The sight shocked everyone nearby. How a being from old folklore had moved from dark forests into the town was a mystery. Some now feared the abandoned house itself might be a cursed gateway for such entities. Forest giant. Above a remote forest, a military team was on a routine patrol when they spotted something that froze them in place. Between the tall trees stood a massive dark figure, a towering silhouette almost as high as the treetops. Its shape looked humanoid, but its size was far beyond anything known to science. Soldiers later admitted that similar giant forms had been glimpsed during earlier missions. Always deep inside untouched wilderness. With sightings like these stacking up, it truly looks like giants are still living among us, hidden in the forests we rarely dare to enter. Cloudy beast. On the 19th of July, 2023, at an industrial site, a worker captured a chilling sight in the sky. Dark clouds were gathered overhead, but something inside them didn't look natural. There was a strange, massive shape like a beast with huge wings stretched open, frozen in a flying pose. The figure looked too defined to be a normal cloud formation. Workers on site believed it was some kind of sign, a warning of something about to happen. Tunnel creature. A woodcutter in a remote forest came across a bizarre creature hiding inside a large pipe. It was nothing like a normal animal, more like a humanoid alien or a reptile-like being crawling out of a secret tunnel.
Whoa, it's moving so weird, Tessa.
Just days later, in the very same area, another person recorded a similar creature trying to escape by swimming across a river. 2 sightings, 2 different witnesses. 1 mysterious species. Locals now wonder if the forest and underground tunnels are hiding a growing number of these strange, unexplained visitors.
Look.
Arctic lizardmen. There has always been controversy about strange beings that humans have never discovered. Most sightings are of human-like shapes, but in Alaska, something completely different was seen. Near McMurdo, 2 unusual creatures were walking slowly on an empty road. They had thin tails, hunched backs, and a strange bulge on their backs. Their movements looked careful, as if they were used to the freezing cold around them. People who watched the video said these creatures reminded them of the lizard people from old stories. Hidden giant. A hunter was exploring a dense forest when something unusual caught his eye. In the distance, a large, dark figure moved slowly between the trees. At first, he froze, then realized what he had just seen. It was a real-life Sasquatch, the legendary creature from old stories. The massive figure didn't notice him and quietly walked deeper into the woods, vanishing among the thick trees. The hunter couldn't believe his eyes, but knew he had witnessed an extraordinary encounter. Sometimes, the forest keeps its secrets hidden, and only a lucky few get to see them. Cabin shadows. Deep in the overgrown forests of West Virginia, a man checked an old cabin when a dark figure was peeking from behind the trees. At first, he thought it was just a djinn, but then he realized it was Bigfoot, the legendary creature locals had whispered about for years. Strange howls and heavy footsteps had been reported near the crumbling cabins, and now the footage seemed to confirm them. Legends are back, and now officials are searching for them. Zoo horror.
Okay, so I'm in this really crappy zoo in Romania.
While visiting a zoo in Romania, a tourist saw a frightening sight that scared everyone in the crowd. A mysterious creature, eerily bald and crouching on its knees, appeared from the shadows. Its strange presence made onlookers gasp and whisper nervously, reminding them of cryptids from old stories. The crowd felt both curious and scared by what they saw. What could have caused such fear? As the video ended, the zoo kept its secrets hidden, leaving viewers to wonder what really lies beyond the fences. Bridge horror. A man heard strange voices coming from beneath a bridge and decided to check if an animal was in need of help. As he approached, he got the shock of his life. Sitting in the shadows was a skinwalker. He was shocked by how the cryptid legend ended up in the town. Was it just passing through, or was the town now on its path for hunting? Whatever the answer, he left immediately, and now towns are watching bridges and dark corners more carefully than ever. Road cryptid. While taking a shortcut late at night, a man drove down an abandoned road, and what he saw ahead nearly made him stop breathing. In the middle of the road stood a creepy humanoid figure. It wasn't human. It wasn't any known animal. It looked like a full-on cryptid. The figure slowly raised an arm and pointed toward the dark fields beside the road, almost as if it was inviting him to go there or warning him about something hidden in the darkness. The man sped away instantly because whatever was waiting in those fields, it clearly wasn't meant for the living. Snow Bigfoot. High above the snowy peaks, a paraglider recorded a creature that should not exist. On the white slopes below, a massive figure was walking calmly across the snow. Its towering build and long arms clearly showed it was neither human nor any known animal. Many people believe this footage is strong proof that Bigfoot is real. It also shows that Bigfoot can survive even in extreme freezing conditions. They are no longer limited to forests or woods anymore, and this means there are still hidden places on Earth where creatures like this continue to roam. Reptilian in park. A security guard was roaming around the park when he spotted something terrifying walking quietly. The creature had a long tail and a transparent head. It looked nothing like a human or any known animal. It moved slowly, almost like a reptilian or an unknown cryptid creature, wandering freely in the night. But when the footage began spreading, authorities immediately denied that anything unusual had entered the park. The guard's sighting was dismissed, yet the creature he saw remains unexplained. Cursed Valley. A group of friends was out on an adventure when they accidentally entered what locals call a cursed human valley. As they walked deeper, they started seeing strange humanoid figures. Their pale bodies looked more alien than human. Within seconds, the creatures began rushing toward them. Terrified, the boys ran for their lives and barely managed to escape the valley. Later, locals told them the truth. The valley was cursed long ago, and anyone who enters risks meeting those transformed humans who never made it out. Freezing entity. A man checking the back area of his ranch noticed a strange, ghostly figure standing near the trees. It didn't move, didn't speak, and didn't come closer. But the moment he saw it, he felt something was wrong.
Su puta madre.
His breathing suddenly became difficult, and his body started to freeze up. The figure just stood there, watching him silently. And once the man could no longer move, the creature disappeared into the darkness and disappeared, almost as if it only wanted to show its power. Silent Guardian. A local in an Argentine town close to a forest noticed something strange one evening. A small, dark figure was standing silently in his neighbor's backyard, barely moving. At first, he thought it might be an animal. But its strange posture and shadowy form didn't match anything familiar. The video ended immediately before it could reveal its real identity. To him, it might be El Pombero, the mysterious forest guardian, or a playful duende sneaking out. You decide what it really was. Yard intruder. A family living near the forests of Oregon checked their home CCTV camera and noticed a pale figure moving in the distance. Its appearance matched the shape of a cryptid being, with thin limbs and a body that didn't look human at all.
Oh my god, it's like, you should see this thing, Mike. Oh my god.
The figure didn't move forward at first, but then it stepped closer to the yard before slowly turning back toward the forest. Was it a rake or a skinwalker? Who knows? But the way it paused made it seem like it was targeting the house for a hunt. The family replayed the footage many times, trying to understand what had walked so close to their home. Its silent visit left the family uneasy, wondering if that pale being would return one night again.
It's looking, oh my god, oh my god. Dude, this thing is weird.
Hill giant. A local captured a chilling video on a remote hill. The footage showed a massive humanoid figure moving in a strange way, almost like push-ups or some unknown ritual. This time, it wasn't any ordinary cryptid. Soon, the town discovered the truth. The figure was a femme hoyer, an ancient giant said to have been driven underground by the gods. According to local stories, they appear only as a warning from the divine, signaling disasters or misfortune about to strike the town. What was once just a folk story became real for the townspeople. Now they live in fear, unsure of what fate the giant has foretold. Backyard visitor. A family backyard camera wasn't there for security. It recorded something they never expected. A tall, unusual being appeared near the backyard, moving hesitantly as if unsure of its surroundings. The creature looked unlike anything familiar. Its body trembled slightly, and its movements were strange, almost like it was studying the area. The appearance resembled alien. It could be a new species of alien who slipped through a hidden portal. Suddenly, the feed cut off, and they didn't know what happened to it. Maybe it stopped the camera on purpose, keeping its existence secret forever. Window stalker. A man was sitting in his living room when he noticed a slight movement outside his large window. He looked closer and saw a pale face slowly peeking from behind the curtain, staring straight at him through the glass. Realizing the figure was not a curious neighbor, but a skinwalker trying to lure him outside by observing him through the window. This creature was clearly gathering information on how to enter the home unnoticed and strike. Always keep your curtains tightly drawn. You never know. Next time the skinwalker won't play peekaboo but enter right away. Silent neighbor. A man had recently moved into a new colony, hoping for a peaceful life with good neighbors. One night, while walking outside his building, he noticed movement inside a front apartment that locals claimed had been abandoned by its owner. Curious, he began recording, thinking it might be a thief. But the situation took a disturbing turn when the figure inside revealed strange, unnatural movements. Even on Zoom, the man couldn't explain what he was seeing. The shape and behavior didn't seem human at all. Terrified, he ran to alert security. But by the time they arrived, the presence had vanished, leaving behind nothing but fear throughout the entire community. Chernobyl chills. They say the horrors of Chernobyl never truly end, and this story may prove it. A researcher once spent a night in the Red Forest, sheltering inside an abandoned cabin. Late at night, strange noises echoed from outside, which he dismissed as wild animals. But then, a sharp knock hit the glass window. When he looked, true terror began. Pressed against the glass was an unidentified face. Gray skin, pointed teeth, and eerie eyes that didn't seem human. Panic took over as he grabbed his flashlight and raced back towards safety, fearing the creature might break in. The footage abruptly ended, leaving the identity of the being and what happened next a chilling mystery. Forest skinwalker. Forest cameras are meant to track deer and bears, but sometimes they capture something no one expects, a real monster. This time it was again a skinwalker, but crawling to hide back in the bushes. Another footage confirms that skinwalkers are now appearing in every area. It seemed that the growing human presence near the forests and woods was driving these creatures from their hidden territories. They were being forced into the open, where they could no longer remain unseen. Swamp man. When a forest official went on a routine patrol in the remote swampy areas, he saw a tall, muscular amphibian. Its smooth, wet skin glowed in the moonlight, and large black eyes stared directly at him. It stood upright like a human, but its hands were webbed, moving slowly with purpose. The official realized he wasn't a known animal. Locals had whispered about a frogman lurking near the water, and now the stories matched reality became terrifyingly clear. This may be a new species, perfectly adapted to the dark swamp. Before we could see its next move, the video was cut off, but the secret of the forest was finally out. It's time for today's open discussion. On November 13th, 2003, park rangers received shocking footage of a man being chased through the forest by hooded, masked figures. The chase continued until the man was cornered. The video ended abruptly there, but the man somehow managed to escape and handed all the evidence to the rangers. It seemed the masked beings had targeted him for the evil ritual, showing everyone the dark power they held over the area. No one knows to this date that those masked men were witches in human form or satanic slaves. After this incident, the area was sealed. Thank you very much for watching the video. Do like and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to not miss any of the upcoming amazing videos. Thank you once again.